second project was the Design Republic Near-In Hu project in Shanghai. And again, I'm often asked what is the sort of definition of good design, or at least Chinese design? And I'm less interested in that and more interested in just, I guess, world-class design, and that the Near-In Hu guys are basically picking out Shanghai as a backdrop to do really amazing global design, or design that's as good globally as it is anywhere else. And so I think the Design Republic, it's called Social Commune, I think, is a really great example of just amazing design, global design happening in China.
For this Asian Design Award, we felt Nike have a very good innovation in terms of using material, and they have a technology using knitting technology to wolf the shape, the size of the shoe, the upper sole, because it's very lightweight and very breathable, and it's really comfortable when you're running and jogging. I think this is a very profound paradigm shift. So they're using almost 1/10 of the weight of normal material. And I think the impact for the shoe industry is very big. I think this is very successful in the market in Asia. So I'm very proud that this is one of the grand awards. Thank you.
I think designing around traditional elements is never been easy, and I find this entry very attractive to me, because I think designing around traditional element is a bit lacking on a very thin line. If you're over the edge, maybe it's a bit cliched, or maybe it's just too much design. In this entry, you can see a lot of inspiration from Asian different outfits, like a qipao, or like from different fabric, batik and all that. And then it shows a very good marriage in terms of the combination. And I find it very fashionable as well. So I like it very much.
Card design library. It's basically a very exquisitely executed architecture that combines the old and the new architecture. Now we are in a digital age where everybody is using tablet and digital media to read. I think this is really a wonderful project for the public, as is a library, to sort of promote the culture of reading books. And hopefully this would also help us to continue the tradition of publishing hard copy books. Perhaps it could also encourage other credit card companies to look into providing meaningful public service like creating library. So overall, we felt that this project is very meaningful.
First one is Osoro, this Japanese ceramics company, which is sort of looking back at its own self in reinventing essentially a series of very simple table to preparation to container preparation ware. And so there's this whole idea of this very simple thing where you just push on the top and it seals this piece that you can put in the fridge, in the freezer. I like the idea, and I'd like to see this go more mass. So at the moment it's pretty rigid. I'd like to see these get bigger, but again, it's a super interesting idea as you think about middle class emerging across the rest of Asia and what happens to food. There's just a huge amount of opportunities to innovate and design in it.
the Hikari station project is a complex building project. It's a very interesting building project because it combines different uses and facilities. It gives a new orientation system to the public. Before it was more or less a chaotic situation at this place, and now the building brings together the flow of people. It gives orientation to the subway system. Also, the interior design is interesting because it brings daylight in the building. So we really appreciate this project as an architecture and interior design statement.
这个九龙湾用竹子做的那个广东剧的剧场，但是它所有的这个材料，可因为不同的地方、不同的时间，还有不同的这个表演做移动，也可以大，也可以小，甚至加上不同的这个演出的内容，这是一个非常成功的一个具有文化特色的一个设计。另外一个最重要的地方啊。在观念上面，他把这些以往可能被遗忘的这个经验，重新带回了与现代的听众还有观众结合在一起，这个就是设计，这是得到这个大奖里面最受到肯定的一点。
The Toyota AGV container system is a port facility that try to solve our social problem in Japan. The problem we have at the port facility is the labor problem, and also there is the high cost of the port labor. Those two makes the Japanese port became not the best of the ports around the Asia, also in the world. So this design sub-project is so important for our human society. Thank you.
This Waku project in Luoyang receives the DFA Special Award for Sustainability. This project, for its refreshing approach of using old and recyclable materials like bricks, clays, and wood, and also to facilitate air ventilation, air convections, and essentially the circulation of fresh air throughout the building. And also the house is designed to facilitate influx of sunlight, to maximize the influx of sunlight into the spaces, to create an overall serene environment for people to enjoy the traditional Chinese tea culture.
The Lucky Shop House is a truly exceptional project. And the amazing thing about this shop house is it keeps within all the rules, but actually it breaks all the rules. And in fact, I think what is really impressive is that if you really look carefully at the floor plans, it's amazingly simple because in the shop house scenario where you have a long space, he pulled out the two spaces to a front house and a back house. And instead of a traditional courtyard where it's always narrow, he opened up a real courtyard. So it becomes like a garden between the front and the shop house. And this seems so simple, but you'll be surprised nobody ever does this. He practically maybe redefined the rules for shop house, but without actually breaking it. This is why I'm so impressed with this.
This product looks like a little sculpture, but in the end it's a stacking tinware for sake. If you take it in your hand, you start to feel the value of the product. It's made of tin because it makes it taste smooth and mild. So it's good for the sake. You can share with others. We have two different sizes for the sake. We have to talk about packaging. It's very consistent with the product. It fits very well in, and so we think it's also a successful product for the market.